Good morning. Hey, so it's I'm trying to get started kind of early. I got to do my door dashing today. Got to get back on that. So I've got to try to get some stuff done today. I'd like to make some visual progress, and we'll see how that goes. So yesterday, I was working on my front page here, just trying to put I want to give a little bit of what's the word? Panache to my front page. Basically, I just put an image on there, but I don't want it to be. I'm trying to get past the menu thing. I mean, yes, there will probably have to be menus. I'd like them to be a little less ugly. You know, typical website menus are pretty bland. So you can see this is the fantasy aspect. I used Lord of the Rings. I said Tolkien style, and then I said I needed some buildings around a football field. This is what they gave me. It's actually kind of interesting. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if it's what I'm going to go with in the end. I'd like. It's going to be just football, but I don't know. I wanted to have kind of an interesting variation flavor of the way football games are made nowadays. But still, you're going to get just football. It's not going to be any special rules, no weird flying people or abilities that are like off the charts. I actually considered doing something like it's a regular football. You could just play it like normal football, or you can do like a fantasy league, which would be fantasy, and the characters would get to use some special abilities as a mode. But I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to set this up this way. So I put this on here. So if you click the field, there is some functionality that I was kind of talking to my buddies. I call them my buddies, the AIs, and these are some of the options that were given me. Like I said, I'm going for a slightly different feel in my football game. Not that it's gonna be something unusual or functionally different from a sports game, but I want it to be something that it just kind of, I don't know, it's a different take on the visuals and a visual aspect of the game, because I can't use NFL licenses anyway. So let's come up with my own thing. I actually kind of thought, well, could I use the same names of teams and totally totally use a different look and feel? But nah, I'm going to continue on with my own strategy. So basically what I wanted to do is try to implement. There is a is this the one? Yeah, so there's this tool here called Image Mapper that I installed last night. Let me turn off this. I have this going on in the background. Let me turn off Epic Duck Studios. This guy was doing, he paints minis, and he does some other stuff too. I think he was modeling some stuff. But I was going to do some video editing this morning, and I realized I forgot I'm on my 15-year-old computer. I was like, I'm not doing that on my 15-year-old computer. I am using a good graphics card, but still, there's CPU stuff, and I need better. So I want to get my other computer back. I don't think this computer could handle graphics editing. Even though I've got my good video card in the machine, the board is just so old. The CPU is really old. Ultimately, it'd be nice to be able to upgrade this computer to be high-end, even better than my Surface Pro, so that I could do things like editing and do other types of stuff on it. I still want my Surface Pro, but I'm thinking if I could bring my desktop up to a state where it's more it's actually better than my tablet, then it might be worth having it even more so. I mean, right now it's my backup, So when my Surface Pro is not working, but I'd like my Surface Pro to be able to do, be transportable, do all the stuff it still does. I love my Surface Pro, but and it is my primary computer still when it's not in the shop. God. And it's been spending a lot of time in the shop over the last couple of months. Yeah, speaking of, I want to go see if there's any sign. They sent it. Okay, Friday morning, I got a notice from Microsoft. Friday morning, 6:30 a.m. I got an email. Your package has been shipped. Beyond that, so I said, all right, well, let me kind of track it, because they send you a thing. You can track it. So I go to UPS. We haven't received it. Not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday, not Monday. They had not received the package. It's like, so they printed the label, said it was shipped today or whatever it is supposed to be. So I thought, well, maybe I'll get it by Monday. Well, it's Tuesday now, because they have not given it to UPS. Now, I haven't checked today to see if they actually gave it to UPS yet. So it's kind of like, why do you do that? Why 6:30 a.m. on the morning on Fridays? UPS should have had it by Friday afternoon. So I'm like, what is going on here, people? You're messing with me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. Let's go ahead and check. I'll just check on my phone, because I don't want to try to find my email on there, and for some reason, it's faster to find it on my phone. So just a minute here. Let's go to my. Here it is, Microsoft. Your service order has shipped. And this was like sent, January 3rd at 6:30 a.m. And as it says, you can track the status of your delivery. Great news. He says you're repaired or replaced and is on its way. Pfft, liars. So let's see, truck package. Let's see if they at least have it in hand on a Tuesday, 3 days later, 5 days later. Oh, they finally have it in their hand. Dude, I don't know what version of shipping they used, but it's not supposed to get here till Friday. So it's basically, they said you'll get it back within 8 days. They lied. Even 8 business days. Friday's like 10 business days. So I don't know. They're full of hooey with their promise, with their guarantees or whatever. They guaranteed it'll be fixed this time. So anyway, it says it'll get here by Friday afternoon. So basically, I don't have my other computer until Friday afternoon at best. That's if it shows up. When they said they got the package yesterday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. They created it 4 days before at 10:30 p.m. So they actually created it Thursday night and sent me the email Friday morning, and didn't give it to UPS until Monday afternoon. That's really, 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 really bad. And then of course it's not. I don't know what version of shipping. I thought they said it was 2-day shipping, but apparently it's like week-long shipping. I don't know, because it's gonna be a whole 10 days. All right. Well, anyway, back to task. It's cold in here. I did my morning run, but I've lost my heat. We'll be throwing a blanket on again here shortly. All right, let's see if I can get this thing going. So the goal was to see if I can implement this area. I'm going to try to remove my menu is what I want to do, and then I got to start working on the game plan link, which I want to have on here as well. I thought it was kind of funny that when I said a Tolkien style, that it put the Lord of the Rings kind of script looking stuff. It's obviously not actual lettering, but it looks kind of like that on the stands. I thought that was kind of cool. But you guys see people there. I don't know what they're holding candles to show it look like they're writing script, but it's still kind of cool. All right, so let's see if I can get this. All right, the image mapper component from React is used to create responsive image maps. All right, so we're going to go here. And so this is supposedly all I have to do. I did the image map install yesterday. Update your page.jsx file to use React Image Mapper. So what is it, this one? Yeah. Let's go here. Let's go plug this in. And then we need to go let's see, chord shape, href, profile color. All right, let's see what happens if I just put this in. I want to see, because this is a mapper that's just going to take like, say, my image. Oh, these are... Oh. All right, let's just take this. Nope, not all of it. Not all of it, just this. All right, I am really cold. I'm going to have to contend with that here. Throw on my blanket sweater. All right, so let's just see if, first of all, if this will compile. I want to see what it throws out. This is random. This is what it gave me. It just said, here, follow this things. But I want to see if it'll go gray. And if it's gray, I can see what it's doing, and I can start to draw out my areas. So, npm oh no, getting my Go syntax mixed up with my npm syntax. It's a problem with working with multiple languages at once. It's like it's go build dot, which just means build everything. And then this is just npm run build, which builds everything. Oh, shoot. I forgot to close this. Should probably have to close that as well. Let's try that again. That might not actually build. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I'm missing a closing. I think I'm missing a closing tag here. Nope, guess not. What's the problem? Okay, can't resolve game plan? Module not found. Can't resolve dot game plan. Where am I? It's like, why? Wait, do I even have a coach card? I guess that's playbook. Did I actually? Oh, did I create playbook? I did. I created playbook, and I probably have carryover. Yeah. I don't have this stuff here. That's not supposed to exist. Game plan, coach card. That's a different. I copied this page over. It doesn't have anything in it. This is technically. None of this stuff is necessary. I just copied the page from my other location. Let's just do a H. And then we'll say playbook goes here. just do something simple. That's what the next thing I need to work on, because I need to start working on my playbook so that I can get a. I want to set it up so I can create a play, and so when I can create a play, then my coach can do its thing and I want to create a couple different plays, and that's a UI that I'm doing in React. So I laugh because it's like that'll be interesting. Don't know how that's gonna go. To be honest, at this point, I'm feeling like there's nothing I can't do. Working in whatever tool I'm working in. Nothing I can't do. Unless AI comes back and goes, yeah, we can't do that. I have yet to ask AI a question. Go, can I do this? How would I do this? And it goes, is this possible? I've even asked, is this even possible? And it goes, oh yes, you can do that. I'm like, oh, well, there we go. Let's do that. So I'm learning, or at least seeing. Most cases, I'm starting to learn and pick up how this is, how it's functioning or why. Because I always study the code. I always look at it and go, okay, well, what is it doing here? What is the? Because most of the code is like, okay, I know this. But there's a key element, a key line, a key text, a key extension, something that I didn't know at each interval. And I'm like, oh, all right. Well, that's kind of cool. So, all right. So it looks like everything built. Let's go see what that did. I haven't checked in my code in a while. I really should check it in. I gotta get back. Gotta get another check in. I got so much to do. So much to do. I always feel like I was like, I would feel better if it was just I have all the parts in place, like all of my tech debt and everything's lined up. So all I had to do is focus on things. But, oops, what's going on? Type error. Super expression must either be null or function not defined. I don't even know what that means. What are you talking about? What are you referring to? Let's close this. I don't know what its problem is. Super. What the heck does that mean? Super expression must either be null or function not defined. React dev. I don't know what that is. Let's just try running it again. I've had a few times where I get weird errors that just blow up out of the blue, but then it works fine. Nope, not this time. All right, ask Copilot. What does this mean, man? Because the super expression in your JavaScript code is null or not. Oh, it doesn't like verify the import statement for image mapper. Ensure the React image mapper is correctly installed and up to date. I did do that. Check the image mapper module for proper export and ensure it extends React.component. Additional information needed is being used. The code where image mapper is being used. Oh, alright, let's go. Oops. Let's stop this. Well, this is where image mapper is being used. Write test, ensure, handle error clicks. Yeah, but I should do that. Should I do want to write some tests, but file, the image mapper component is used to create. No. I need to know why that error is happening though. But what about this code is causing the error. I should have it show me how to write a test for this. I gotta start writing tests for all my stuff. All right. Man, this is the error. This is the error. It is causing. No. What the heck? Just give me the error. I don't know why. Apparently I can't right click. Copy details. Whew, man. That's a lot of details. By using dynamic and you ensure the React image is only loaded on the client side, which can help avoid issues. Oh, do I need to say client side here? Oh, no. So I need to do this piece. Nope, I don't like. Go away. All right, React image mapper. So import dynamic from next dynamic. All right, so let's go ahead and stop my code. We'll try and do this thing that it's recommending. See if we can get, and it goes away. Back to my page. I gotta close the one that I'm not using right now. Is 23 the latest version of your resume? No, it is not. Do you want my latest version of my resume? I'd gladly send it to you. How do I send it to you? Do I even have your email? I have your text and your phone number, but I don't have your email. Your entire name at Gmail? I bet you it's at Gmail. Everybody's at Gmail. Oh, I did? Oh, well then I must have your email. Oh, Hotmail? Really? People actually use Hotmail? I think I have a Hotmail address too, but I didn't know anybody used Hotmail. I didn't even know that was still a thing. That's Microsoft's thing, ain't it? But yeah, I have it. You're right. I probably have it. Let me see if I can. Send it to you. I'll send it to you off screen here, obviously. But let's see if I can find my email here. New window. You know, I like Outlook a lot for the filtering. Yeah, it's really good. All of this. In fact, you know, okay, so I have Gmail, and then because Gmail's pretty good at filtering out junk, right? I mean, that's about its only really good thing. It filters out junk really well. But Outlook has some really good filters, and just for organization, it's so much better. But so what I do is I have my Outlook.com. Basically, I have my Gmail download my mail. Then I have my Outlook.com import my Gmail. So then I get the filtered Gmail, get all the crap that Gmail takes out of it, and then my Outlook.com organizes the rest, deals with it. Now I have a lot of what I call junk mail that I allow, stuff that I'm okay with getting their crap. And then there's the crap you don't want to get. So I let Gmail generally does pretty good at getting the crap you don't want. But like if I've allowed certain types of sites to send me junk because I'm interested in their junk. So I want to kind of look at it. But I still want it to be kind of organized. Or like maybe I only want the latest sale thing from Miniatures Market. I don't want the ones 6 months ago. So I set up all these rules that say just keep the latest one. Just keep the latest one, or just keep the one the last 10 days or whatever. And because like with sale things, typically they're not good forever. So I just say keep some of those things for only the last 10 days. Or if they're not there, then they go away until I get a new one. So at least I can keep it nice and organized. So did you see, thanks to the Kansas City benching all of their people this week, Denver destroyed them and made the playoffs. So, which to the chagrin of the Cincinnati Bengals, who needed Denver to lose. They won 5 straight games, including beating Denver along the way. And all they needed was Denver to lose to Kansas City. And they're probably thinking, we got this. There's no way Denver beats Kansas City. Yeah, exactly. And then so Kansas City sends out all their second and third stringers, and Denver annihilates them. And Cincinnati's like, what the F, man? It's like, no, that's not what you were supposed to do. So, oh well. Tough luck, Cincinnati. You should have won more games to start with. Oh, they were playing the Rams second stringers. Yeah, because Seattle didn't make the playoffs this year, did they? They ended up with the same record as the Rams, wasn't it? Like both of them had 10-7 or something like that. But apparently having a split record with the Rams wasn't enough to break the tie, because the Rams ended up getting the playoff spot. Let's see here. Mail. But Denver's road to the Super Bowl is going to be freaking impossible. Well, I won't say impossible. If they get to the Super Bowl, they can win the Super Bowl, because they're going to go through Buffalo, Kansas City, and whoever the heck else ends up in the championship game. So if by some miracle they get to the Super Bowl, they will be dangerous, because they will have beaten 3 of the 2 best teams in the conference, as well as whatever the heck else ends up in the championship. But Denver has to go through Buffalo and Kansas City on the road to even dream of getting that far. Denver has made the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl from the wild card before. Of course, that year they won 13 games. Yeah, that's what I felt like this year. Denver's been either dangerously hot or just not. It's like, I feel like they could beat anybody if everything's going, if they're on their game, like you said. But unfortunately, the being on their game, and I'm talking offensively and defensively, the defense is stifling when they are on. But their offense, but sometimes they just don't. They're just not. So now, granted, they were playing the second stringers, but both sides of the ball were just tearing. I mean, 38-0 is, even against the NFL second string, is still a pretty dominant performance. I mean, yeah, they should have still won by 20 minimum, but shutting them out completely and getting 38 points, they were pretty on, even considering, because other teams, like you said, it's like even against with Seattle, they were playing second stringers too, but second stringers in the NFL are still professional players, and getting absolutely annihilated is still unlikely, especially against what's supposed to be a weaker team. I mean, it wasn't like Kansas City was playing good benched players; it was Denver. So I don't know. I think Denver has a chance. If, like you said, they're on. All right, let's see if I have. All right, so attach. Whoa. Okay, this is a weird view. Hold on, I'm trying to track things down, but I have a weird. Documents. All right, can I change the way this is showing to me, because I really don't like it. Oh, there we go. Ah, here we go. Share link. Just attach it. Oh, well, you know what? I haven't updated it with any of the stuff I've learned recently, though. I should probably do that. Even though it's not like I'm an expert in anything I've recently been working in, but at least I know more than I did. This is my most up-to-date resume, but I should probably update it more. Maybe I should do that today or tomorrow. Alright, I sent it. I sent it to you, man. It's on its way, I think. Check it. Hopefully it's on its way. Alright, so where was I? Oh, yeah, I was trying to fix my nonsense here. Okay. Back to my page. We're going to try and do... I'm going to take this whole bit. Image mapper, and then it's using image mapper somewhere. Well, it should be using image mapper somewhere. Where the heck is image mapper at? It's set up a constant, but I don't see it actually calling it. Image mapper somewhere. I don't know where it's being used. It's okay. I don't see the. So I was going to download and actually start editing a video just so I could create a short. What I was thinking about doing is creating a bunch of shorts that were all of these videos that I'm doing to create this game. That just kind of takes the last major highlight of everything I've done on that day or that one particular stream, or maybe there's 2 or 3 in one. I don't know, but just little landmark points that are a minute long or 30 seconds, or I just got this done, and then I got this done, and then I got this. Because then it'll just be a little timeline of things of as things kind of slowly develop. So if you were to watch all the shorts, you could see the next latest piece of the thing. That's what I was thinking about trying to do, and just putting those. Now, I don't know if shorts are better than TikTok, but it's something. It allows somebody to kind of see what's been happening with the game. Anyway, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I don't know where this image mapper is being called. I mean, we got a constant here, but map, name, areas. I mean, it didn't even change. Is there a reference to it? Oh, the dynamic. So something about... Still not totally sure how it's done anything here. It must just be the way this calls on that, and then the dynamic sets it up. It's just the way that the import is being set up. But I don't see how this code changed at all. Window.localref, href, image, chords, shape, name, ref. Nope, I don't see any difference in this code. What is that? It's declared, but this value is... There's a lot of things that aren't used. How is this different? Something to do with the way this, oh, because this doesn't even have... Wait, am I missing something? Handle area click. Maybe it's just because it's not... All right, I'm gonna ask it a question. I'm gonna ask it a question. Can you explain to me how this works? How the code in current window works? I see the declarations, but how do they get fired? I need a functional description of what's going on here. So I'm guessing you have this constant identifies here, and then clicking this. Yeah, maybe it's just being... This stuff runs after? Let's see what it says. Kind of a flow. I'm just trying to understand the flow. These lines mock the Next.js router than just.mock. Wait, I don't have that. What? What are you talking about? Sure, this code is just a... What code? What code are you looking at, man? Certainly the code in jest.setup.js is setup file for Jest, which is JavaScript testing framework. What? No, the code in my window here. Oh my gosh. It's like, what is it talking about? I didn't ask it anything about Jest. All right, let's just run this. I'll probably figure it out. I just think it's weird that it doesn't actually have a reference to it, but maybe when this stuff runs, it marks the page. So let's just see what happens. Oh, did it again. Go away. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Gotta build it. I don't know if I have to build it all the time, but I need to see if I did something weird. Because this will show me if there's a compile error. I'll see it right away and I can go to fix it. But if I run it the other way and it flaws, see, this has an error, see? Oh, look, it doesn't like it. Huh? So I got to say use client. How come it didn't tell me to do that? Weird. Okay. Well, this is probably fine. Where do I go? Use client. Let's see what happens. Well, I didn't have a problem. It doesn't really care for me using image though. This one I might not need it. The other one I needed the image because I couldn't. It wouldn't build. What was the issue? Yeah, it's because it needed to reference the image object, which you couldn't do if you used it. I don't know. It was something about loading up through Tailspin or CSS wouldn't allow me to reference the image, and I needed to read the image to know how its size works, so I could manipulate the football and the. So I didn't do exactly what I was hoping. I don't even know where those things are. I was expecting to see them. I wanted to be able to see. I have no idea where those are. So I wanted to put boxes on my page so I could like see. I don't know where those are. If they're on here at all, I have no idea where. Huh. Okay. Is it possible to make the link areas visible so that I can see what the boxes it is creating look like? That's what I would think this pre-fill color is, but that should be fully colored. And I have no idea where those coordinates are. I should be able to see them though. What if I turn this to, I don't know, let's change that to 8. Something very, very clear. This is supposed to be like a white color, so it should be pretty significant. I think 255 across the board is like solid white. So if it's, now I don't know what these coordinates are. It gave me some random coordinates. I would have thought I'd see little white squares or something. So what is that? Like X, Y, Z? No, X, Y. X, Y, Z. I don't know. What are those coordinates? What are the 4 coordinate points? X, Y, Z. Oh. Oh, okay. So it's X, Y, X, Y of the various components. So I should have one that's kind of in the upper left. I would imagine that's 34 pixels. So that's pretty far up in the corner. And this one's 290 pixels, so that should be somewhere in, I don't know. I assume these are pixels. They represent pixels. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, 34 pixels from left. And then 270 pixels. That's actually a big square, huh? Because if it's a rectangle, it's 34 pixels. So that's like the whole corner. And then this other one is 290, so it would be kind of like there's like a diagonal two squares. So, and if they're clickable link areas, now I don't have area href, so I probably should set some kind of a I don't have any href reference, but I don't really need to change. Did I even change anything there? So it should be something around here and something around here. But I'm not seeing anything. All right, well, let's see here. Shouldn't these rectangles be visible? I don't see them on my screen. Yep. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, there we go. I forgot to put the see. It did. It told me how. It told me about the image mapper. It didn't actually tell me how to put it on the screen. It just said, "Here, use this." I'm like, "All right, I'll use that." And it goes, "Oh, but you also need to put it on the screen." I'm like, "Oh, well, why didn't you say so?" It's probably going, "You're dumb." It's like, come on, dude. You didn't really think you could just have something not be on the screen, did you? I'm like, well, kinda. I don't know. Maybe this dynamic. It says it's dynamic. Maybe it's writing on the screen after it's built. I don't know. Hey, look, I'm new to React. Okay, I don't know what can and can't possibly be done when you're using extensions that could be going around you. Hey, look, I got some stuff. All right, so obviously, whatever it's doing... Oh, it put a new image down. Oh. I didn't know I was going to put a new image down. So my other thing is being squished underneath it. Can I make that into a background? So if I'm using the image mapper... Okay, so if I'm using the image mapper, I have... If I were to go and create an index on that, like, can I like do a styles? Let's see if I go styles. Can I even do... I don't know how much I'm allowed to do here, but I'm going to try and do this. And then see how formatable this thing is. And then I probably don't know adjust the width as needed. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need that. And that said, I could probably get rid of this one, which will probably make the let's see, the what do you call it, the lint elint, probably make it happy. Let's see what that did. All right, that's not resizing, but it did kind of sort of. So you can't make it into a background image, huh? So I'm not too worried about my boxes. I want my boxes are going to be, how am I going to get a rectangle that covers just pieces of this? I don't know yet, but I guess can I put boxes on top of each other? So like this one would be on top of that one. This corner would be weird. Hopefully nobody would ever click on this top corner. Because I'd be cutting it off and my rectangle would be here. And then this one would go here. And this one would go here. I got a lot of buildings here. But I think I can utilize most of them. I'll have to give them names. It's like I could call this one like my, what do you call it? Coach's hut. My fitness house. I'm trying to use terminology that's more along the lines of the time, you know, not fitness center. We can go, let's see, what else would I have? I have, this would be the front office, the Lord's, I don't know, what is an office in medieval times? The Congress Center. I don't know. I should probably, I'd have to have text. I'll call it the Congress Center, and then underneath it'll say front office. Just little words, just so people can know what they're talking about, but yet the whole thing would be the big fancy words, and underneath it'll say front office and fitness center. Doctor's hut. Kind of like that. And we'll have and this will be the practice, I don't know, practice field. That works. I don't even know what that is. Look at that, practice field is round. They practice on a round field so that they're ready when it's time to go to the main field. Yeah, well, they could be running drills. They don't have to, I mean, they'd use this field to actually run anything of significance, but they can run drills and do their exercise there. I'll put this one up here. I'll call it the game clock. Maybe you click on that and you can set the time intervals for your game. I don't know. But I got to figure out so apparently you can't set this image mapper as a background. It'd be kind of cool if you could, then I could put stuff on top of it. I don't know how that's going to work. I do want this to show up on top though. And I don't know how to do that. I probably don't, and since it doesn't look like it wants to show up anything in back. How would I layer items on top of the image mapper? My code does not seem to work. Let's see what it is. Don't see changes, don't see changes. Image mapper. I did. Okay, well, how's that different? Map, on-click handle area, alt background, style, position, width, height, object, contain, z index. I did that, but it's, I mean, the only difference is they took out, oh no, that's position. I guess I don't really need that. They took out the fixed. I don't know if I trusted to take out that part though. All right, so, oh, do I have to put my other items on top? But -3 is supposed to be anything that's higher, and default is 0, so why would I need to do both? That seems kind of silly. Border radius, width, margin. Higher z-index layer on top. Yeah, but I shouldn't need to do that. Isn't everything higher index? All right, I'll put it on top. I still think it's already higher. 0 is the default, I believe, so it shouldn't be needed. But all right, so let's take. I guess if I'm using zeros here, I probably don't need a left. This. No, that didn't do anything. And I can take these out. Yeah, that's not going to do anything either, though. Let's refresh, just in case. Where'd my image go? No, it's like, where'd you go? What happened? Not sure what just happened here, folks. My image. Is it like overwriting it because it doesn't like this? Let's see what happens if I take that out. Okay, something went wonky. Let's reload that. I don't know what happened, but my image just vanished. Just vanished into the ether, and I don't know why. Go back here, try to build this. Ow. I've got 1 hour. Well, okay, maybe almost an hour and a half, because I don't really ever leave to go dashing before it's actually time. Oh, shoot. All right, well, hopefully this is going to build. Okay, where did my image go? It was fine a second ago. I don't think it likes my z-index thing. I don't know what I did, but apparently whatever I did totally broke it. All I did was add this z-index, and now it's... I'm thinking maybe it needs to recompile the changes. I don't know. I didn't add z-index back, but I have a feeling it's the z-index that's breaking it. Something about my div the image mapper not liking stuff on top of it. That's what it looks like. Alrighty. So I'm. So I am gonna start doing more. I don't want to. I don't know. I hate being that guy, but I'm gonna have to be. Where I start doing more things to try to get myself to a monetized state, so that I can actually start. Why? Why are you? Why? What happened? Why are you not working anymore? What is going on? It was showing the image, and now it's not. And I took, and it just like decided it don't want to show it no more. I don't even know what I changed. It was there, and then it wasn't. It's like, just, hello. Hey, yeah, I check my email pretty regularly nowadays, but I got to probably start opening up my LinkedIn again. I I think linked. I wish I could get a more. I mean, having to go to the website. I do have LinkedIn on my phone, but it doesn't work. Doesn't get. I don't. Nothing ever comes in. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta go bring in the milk. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we'll see. They reach out. I've had one or two reach out in the past, and they get info from me, and then that's all I ever hear from them. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so why is my image not showing up on the page? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. And then they connect me with Microsoft, and I have to go through their stupid technical interviews. I don't know why I do so bad on technical interviews. My brain just like you got 5 people there staring at you, and they said do this, and I'm like, I'm going to tell them, yeah, I will just ask AI. I'll figure it out. And they'll go, well, how would you do it if you didn't have AI? I'm like, I do have AI, so yeah. It's like, I just don't like being put on the spot. And so I go on there, so I start typing out something, and my brain just like blanks. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't do it with you guys just staring at me. Sorry. I do terrible in technical interviews. I don't know what it is. I can't. Even though I know how to, I can usually solve or do a lot of things on my own. Put me in a technical interview, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it. So, and then Microsoft, it's not with Microsoft and Meta and Amazon. It's like 5 technical interviews. It's like 7 interviews. 2 of them are with like managers or teams or whatever. But you got every one of those teams. Like you get a mini technical interview that they just kind of see what they think you know. And if you get past their little mini technical interview, then you have more deeper technical interviews with each of the different teams that might want you on their team. So you got to pass all these different technical interviews, and I hate them. It's too much stress. It's like, dude, I've got 20 years of experience. I can figure out your code. It ain't that complicated. Just let me do it. But they don't care about experience. All experience does is maybe, if it's at least in the areas that they want, which that's the problem. A lot of my experience is not in the areas that they want. If you've got 5 years in whatever they're doing, then all it does is get you into an interview. Beyond that, once they get you into the interview, they throw out all your experience. They don't care anymore. And then they just throw some random weird book question at you that comes from a book of 10,000 things they might ask you in an interview. And you have to remember that page of the book. And I don't memorize coding interviews book. There's a book that's coding interviews, which a lot of these different companies use. I started reading through it one time. My eyes glazed over after about 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this. If I have to remember a 300-page book of problems that I've never encountered in my career, okay, some of them I probably have. I haven't read the whole book. But the ones I looked at, I had never encountered. I don't know why they feel like you need to know binary trees. I know binary trees aren't that common. They're not. There's no way. Yes, I should probably study them just so I can get past the stupid tests. But it's more like they're just testing your obscure knowledge skills, your nerd capacity, your nerd levels. If you're not sufficiently nerdy enough to know all these things, then we don't need you on the team. Because that's basically what it is. I mean, only nerds, programming nerds know that stuff. And it's not like you can't look that stuff up. But they don't let you look stuff up during an interview. I think what I might do next time. See, the problem is, I have one of those clicky keyboards that makes a lot of noise. I was thinking I'd have like AI sitting on the side here, and while they're interviewing me, I'll just like, when they say, okay, can you tell us blah 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 blah, and I'll be typing it out while they say it right into AI. And then I'll hit enter and I'll wait for AI to give me the answer back. And then I'll go to another screen and I'll say, all right, yeah, let's, I would do this. Start typing it out. Just copying what I'm looking at over at the AI. And then drop it on the screen. I've been tempted to say stuff like that. But I'm like, look, I don't remember your syntax, but come on. You don't think it'll take 5 minutes to look it up? I mean, why do I have to type that on here? You know, no one's going to, if a person doesn't know a simple task, they look up a simple task. Why do I need to know this online? What good is that doing you? What you need to know is if I have the means and ability to solve this. I've been working in programming for 20 some freaking years. I know how to do it. I can figure it out. It's like, jeez. Do you want someone who can figure it out? Or do you want someone who's memorized your oddball functions and doesn't know what to do if you don't give them those? That's what you get. People who know those questions are people straight out of school because that's all they worked on. But if you give them an actual problem that actually needs to be solved and it doesn't come out of their books, they're going to struggle because they don't know what they're looking at. They don't know what they're even trying to solve for. I know, I would do that, but I know they would just kind of go, well then, thanks for coming, click. thanks for reaching out. Yeah, that's not, I should do that. I think the next time I get in fact, you know what? I do kind of have a technical interview with Meta. I think, well, it's tentative. I think I have a meeting on the 12th. So I don't know. Maybe I don't. But they haven't actually confirmed anything yet. But if that happens, I think I'm just going to tell them, yeah, I think this is silly. I know how to do this stuff. And if you're going to weigh my entire interview process on my ability to do this over the phone, then go find yourself somebody straight out of school. But if you want somebody who can actually solve your problem, solve the issue, because I know how to look it up, I know how to research it, I know how to figure things out, because I've been doing it for 20 years and I can get it done, then let's talk. then I'm your guy. But if not, I don't know what to say. Because I think these technical interviews are not a good way to interview experienced people. But yeah, because I've gone through these so many times, I get irritated with them. So yeah, maybe I'll just do that with this Meta thing. Because if they don't like it, then tough. At least I'll know how it goes. If I try it one time, I'll know that it doesn't work if they hang up on me. So It's like, okay, I guess that doesn't work. Let's try Microsoft. No, I don't. I don't know if I want to work for those guys anyway. They all kind of suck. No, they don't suck. They have good projects. Actually, I think Meta's doing some cool stuff. They're doing some cool AI things and some cool functionalities. And I guess with Microsoft, it just depends on the team you're on. I worked at Microsoft once as a contractor, and they're actually pretty good. The team I've worked for bad teams and good teams at Microsoft because I've worked for them a couple of times. And I had one manager at Orange and Green. Oh no, you're a dude. I'm deleting you. Okay. Yeah, and so same with Google, supposedly. But I think I worked at Microsoft. One of my earliest projects, I was doing an Excel thing for them. This is way back, and the manager extended me once, and he really liked me. They wanted to hire me full time, and I just said, yeah, I'm not really interested. And they asked the contracting company I was working for if they could hire me full time. And I go, yeah, I'm just, I don't really want to do this. This is not what I want to do full time, but I appreciate the offer, and, thanks. And then, so when my contract ended shortly after that, they gave me a terrible review. They were asked, and the same guy, the manager or whoever, got all petty and gave me a really bad review. And the contracting company reached out to me and goes, they gave you a really bad review. And I'm like, huh? They just offered me a job full time, literally like a couple days ago, and I just turned it down. And they're going, yeah, we know. They asked us prior to offering you the position if they could. And I'm like, so don't worry about it. We're not putting any stock into this. It doesn't make any sense. They're just being petty. I'm like, yeah, that's bizarre. So they didn't, it didn't mean it. It didn't come to have any effect. They were just being jerks. It's like even more so I'm glad I didn't take that job, because if that's the kind of people you're working for, yeek. That would have been terrible. That's just so weird. What did it say here? Oh, the image path. Why would the image path change? I mean, all I did was say run. Did I do something weird? No, it's right there. Let's close this and reopen it. I don't know how I lost my auto-modded? What, did you get a message from the mod? Oh, that'll happen. I guess that's probably oh, I don't need that either. It's funny on I have my my phone here on my stream just to kind of so I can make sure that it's working. And you have on Restream, it's showing up what you just wrote, WTF with spaces. On my Restream, it's showing up, yeah, because I said WTF in Restream. But on the Twitch stream, it says, yeah, because I said star. So like the Restream picked up what you said as what you said, but on the Twitch stream, it just blanked out. Even W space T space F got ostracized. Ostracized. Huh. All right, let's see here. Let's try this again. I really don't know why my image suddenly stopped showing up. I mean, it was there and then it wasn't. Lucky, endearing orca people. Champ. I'm surprised that didn't get auto-modded because you put a link up. Usually Restream tells people not to do that. But I mean, I don't care if it's not constant. And nobody's ever tried to spam me links or anything, so I've never thought too much of it. See, my image is not showing up. What is going on, man? It was there a second ago, and now it's not. What you need to know is if I have the means. Whoa, hello. Wait a minute. Did you send me a link to me? What the heck? Did you send me a link to me? What the heck? What you need to know is if you did. You sent me a link to me. What the heck? I didn't even notice. Oh! Is that just a clip? How did you make that? How did you make it with clip? How long is it? Is it short then? I didn't even know. I didn't even notice how long it was. I thought it was just a link to my stream. So I didn't actually look at how long it was or anything. Let's see what you did here. It's really loud though. Except it's got me eating my yogurt in the middle of the clip. That's what you get. People who know those questions are people straight out of school because that's all they work on. But if you give them an actual problem that actually needs to have to be solved and it doesn't come out of their books, they're going to struggle because they don't know what they're looking at. They don't know what they're even trying to solve. Actually, that's kind of cool. I mean, it was a pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good piece that states a simple, short thing. You know, it's got the beginning and the end. So that's kind of cool. That's the best part. Hey man, you gotta stop and eat in between your rants. You gotta refuel. Those rants are draining, man. So I don't know if you've noticed on my streams, I've been counting the days I've been working on this. So I say I've been working. This is probably about, it might be close, 32, 33 days. Now, I said over the last 2 months I've been working on this, but there's been plenty of days where I do other things or I have other bits. And I don't even count the days where I'm planning or creating working on my project plan or my my OneNote, drawing up mock-ups, that kind of stuff. I don't count that. This is actual days, actual programming on something. So when I say there's 32, or if I say dot something, that usually means I've a second segment in that same day. But so I've basically done everything you see here code-wise. All the stuff I've accomplished, my Ghost microservices, the React front end, the Docker stuff, the Mongo database setups, the interaction, all the stuff I've been working on in this app. It's been 32 days of programming. That's all it's been. And so if I could be working full time 8 hours a day, I'd be getting a lot more stuff going on. But it's like there's always something else, because when you're unemployed, you've got to do other things like go out and make money and take care of home business, just so the wife feels like you're actually not just sitting around on your butt. So I got to do things. I got to do other things as well. So every now and then, I feel like if I could actually do it like it was an actual job, I'd probably my brain would start to fog up a little bit. But I'd probably be even further along, right? I'd be like 60 days in, and I'd be making a lot more progress. I've been actually ramping up, putting longer and longer time into each of my days now. But I'm enjoying it. I just wish I didn't always feel so guilty doing it. Plus, the more I do it, the more my brain wanders, and I have other ideas that I want to implement too. It's like, I could do 2 projects at once, then I'll never get one done. But at least I would always have something to switch to. I'm thinking I might do that just as things get to, because there's times when you need a break. So you start working on the second project so that it's totally different, and you can like have something to break up the monotony. And then you get back to the other one. So you always have this one be primary. And then once you start feeling a little bit of, fatigue, you move on to the other one just to kind of break the fatigue for a day or so. And then you can go back. And then that other one has all of its footprint and all of its stuff ready to go when you're finished with this one, and you can just swap up to the other one. Just have something to continually make progress on and not get the, dev fatigue, which a lot of people will if you spend all your time in something. I haven't hit that yet because I'm really enjoying the progress I'm making, but still, it's... Oh, so on Twitch, but are you clipping live, or do you go back to a section and then you hit clip at a point? That's true. I just need to start doing stuff like that. But the thing is, you were able to go back. It'd be like me going through, that'd be a good click. Stop, go back. Hold on just a minute. Go do. I'd have to do it live, because when you do it live, you can go, that's a good point. It's like, there is a tool I was using, and it's actually pretty cool. It's called vertical something I put on OBS, which I should put back on this OBS, but because I had to reinstall everything and I keep not doing it, it's actually pretty nice because I use it when I'm gaming. And you set up a vertical, which is, for like shorts or like TikTok, Instagram, whatever, but they're set up in a vertical, like a phone. and you have it running next to your stream. And then if there's a piece where you want to, like you realize that the last minute would have been a good clip, you can click backtrack, and it'll save the last minute. So basically, if it was a pretty good point where you're like, oh, that's a good clip, if you can think about it at the moment, which I was doing with my gaming, I did it mostly with Marvel Snap. It worked really good because a lot of times Marvel Snap, you'd get the good chunk of each game. So I'd play, and if it had a good finish on it, like it ended well, I'd click the backtrack, and it would save the last minute, and then I'd have those. That's why if you look at my TikTok, my Instagram, I don't remember where I was putting them. I think it was TikTok. You'll see I have a number of Marvel Snap ones on there because I was able to capture those kind of cool moments. And I can do that with programming too. I just probably should probably build. In fact, I will. That's a good idea. Rebuild that. But the thing is, I don't remember a lot of times what I did. It's like if I get something working, that would probably be a good point to do one. And so, oh, hey, cool. Look how that came out. Click, and then it'll backtrack to what I last did to save it, and then at least I have that last minute. It's only a minute, but I think you can set it longer. Like I could maybe do a longer backtrack. So basically it's always doing a 10-minute segment or a 1-minute segment, but I think you can set it longer. I don't know how long it went, but you can set these segments that, because like with programming, it might be like, it'd be better if it was like a 5-minute segment, which aren't really shorts. I don't know how long shorts can be. I know TikTok can go up to 10 minutes now. I don't remember what anything. I think 10 minutes is getting long unless it's really interesting. But I think you could do 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. But that would probably be a good idea. I have to just get in the habit of hitting these backtracks, and then I can go. All right. Then I watch them. If it's a good backtrack, then I just upload it because it's just the section I need. Dude, you got some high up friends, man. I don't know. Carbon Robotics. I mean, I say it's high up, but I mean, maybe they're only a 5-person company. I don't know, but still, you got friends that are VPs. I don't know anybody who's higher than just. I mean, I do know a senior manager at Primera who's a friend of mine, but he's not a VP. Well, that's 2 more than I know. How come you're not working at Carbon Robotics then? I guess he's not that good a friend. He's not going to just hire random Joes. You're not a random Joe, you're a friend. But what I'm saying is, you don't hire you just because he knows you. Like, I don't, you can't do that. You got to at least have some skill. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to at least have a clue. But also smaller. Why is my image not showing up? Oh, God. What happened? What happened, man? It was showing up just fine, and now it's suddenly not. All right, let's stop this again. Close this. Let's try rebuilding. Maybe I need to build again. Because I mean, it's like there's nothing here that changed. Laser weeders? Laser weeders. So what? Somebody stands back at the edge of the farm and just shoots a laser down, and it just cooks all the lasers or all the weeds. Laser weeders. That is... Huh. So like they just drive over the ground and it just shoots all the weeds? That's... I bet. Yeah, it'd have to be. I mean, why would you... I mean, you wouldn't want it to do it a weed at a time. It's still kind of cool, though. Laser... Man, the things people come up with. Laser weeders. What is the McNoodles? Okay, something changed. All right. I know my image. All right, let's... Unless my image went wonky, I know it's there. I don't see how it could have vanished or anything, but I'm gonna go... Let's go to my... Oops, nope. Yep, there it is. Happy camper and present. Okay, so we know it's there. All right, I don't know what's going on, man, but it's bugging the heck out of me. Because it was there a second ago. All right, see, did we change anything here? So we got the WebP, got the map, area click, alt background. Then we got, all right, well, let's do this. Just do what it says. I don't know what's different. The only difference is I think it took out fixed and it took out top left, which I still think is wrong. I think that fixed needs to be there, but we'll see. Just because at this point I am desperately wondering what the heck happened. And we'll put my old div back. Oh, this is not the old. This is the one that's supposed to be smart enough. Cooling imaging point. Yeah, I guess if you're dealing with lasers. Oh, now my image is still not there, but it almost looks like there is an image. Look, there's something like if I go quickly, you can see the border. There's a border of an image. It's just not showing up. Look, there's that border. It's hanging out. It's trying to resize with me, but for whatever reason, it's just black. My image is black for whatever reason. I wonder if it's because of this. I don't know what this would be doing, but let's go back to 3 on these. I don't know if that's going to change anything though. So I could probably do. I probably don't have to do a rect. What would if I did a circle? Do a circle. It's probably top and bottom would be the. I don't know if circles are better, but some of them could be a circle probably. Like I could circle a house. All right, let's see if this thing knows the answer to this. So say at it did add this. I don't think that I have that in here. Let's take BR main HR HP. Okay, so this entire thing. Let's just see what happens if I go from here to here. Get bash. What time is it? 10:12. Okay, I've got about 25 minutes before I have to go get myself ready for dashing. So if you're watching this in post, any one of the 1 or 2 people that see this outside of the live stream, and you want to support my endeavors to get this game done, feel free to check out my Patreon links below, or my Indiegogo page, which is still currently running for at least a few more days. The link also provided in my description below. And that is my public service announcement, me being the public person you're servicing, helping. Oh boy. Jeez. I tell you, I just jumped off the rails sometimes. Okay, let's see if I get this thing going here. And then I get it fixed before my time is up. No, that's probably not a good clip. I don't think that's a clip we want to see go down in the history of the stream. See the edge? Oh gosh, it's driving me bonkers. All right, I wonder if it's because of this layering bit. It's totally not. Let's see if I can make. What if I just take this piece out? I want to see what happens if it stops breaking. Oh, is that div? It's actually in the div? Oh no, the style is that. So the image. Okay, so that's not. All right, so we're gonna do this. I want to see if it's the layering that's causing the problem. Oh, my image is just coming out black. I don't know why. It's just totally lost its... I don't know if it's a memory issue or what, but it is literally just not, it's just not rendering. All right, let's see what happens if I change the, what if I just try a different image? I didn't really like that image, so let's try a new image and see if it matters. We will go to my downloads. It might be that WebP thing. Maybe it has trouble rendering WebP, because I think WebP is a kind of a rare. I mean, it's not impossibly uncommon, but I don't know. The one I was going to use is... Did I not save that one? I could have swore I saved it. Oh, it's this one. Never mind. I don't know why I keep looking at that and then not seeing. Okay. I don't even need both of these. Put this one in here. We're going to go here. Oh, gotta stop. We're going to go placeholder home background 2. And then we're going to go over here. I'm going to change this to a 2. And it's going to be PNG. 2.png. And we're going to close the app. I don't know if it's a caching problem or yeah, I don't know, something. There's something weird going on. But we're about to find out if it's an image problem. No, it doesn't matter what I use. Holy moly. It really, truly doesn't care. Huh. It just won't show up anymore. It doesn't even care what I did. Let's try to rebuild again. Did I ask my last question or did I not ask it? Double check the image path to ensure it is correct. The path should be relative to the public directory. Browser caching. Sometimes the browser might cache an old or incorrect version of the image. Try clearing the browser cache or opening the cache. Opening it in... I guess I could try opening it incognito and see if things are broken. Hadn't actually tried that. I don't know if it's a... There's something outside. Oh. Yeah, I mean, what do we got? I can't. Oh, I gotta move the screen. Move. All right, what's this say? What's like the current? We are no nonsense team of passionate people with a bias for action. We know that our ability to execute on our ideas is what sets us apart. We do what we say we are going to do. We trust our people to act independently and make practical, real-world decisions. All right, well, let's see what these openings are. Because sadly, I'm not qualified for a lot of what people ask for these days, but I can take a look. Let's see what we got here. 18 jobs. Finance, engineering, electrical engineering, software engineering. All right, we got front end, embedded, and system. All right, what is system? Which will do a part of it. Laser reading. Knowledge and skills. 5+ years of C++ and Python. Nope. I've got like 5 minutes of Python. Does that count? And 0 C++. Let's see what embedded is. Embedded systems in C. Oh, wow. Who does C? Well, apparently somebody. Oh, yeah, and Python. Experience in real-time operations such as Zephyr or free real-time OS. Yeah, okay, let's go look at the front-end one. All right, front end. Building user-centric web apps. 5+ years, including some in TypeScript and React. Well, there's a possibility. I have software engineer, builder, user-centric web applications. Maybe. TypeScript and React, yes, to an extent. Effective verbal and written skills, BS. You've got BS in computer science or related field. Well, I don't have that, but it is the 4th item on their list, so maybe they'll be okay with experience. I'd probably be on the lower end based on my experience, but maybe. Yeah, I'll take a look at that one. Maybe I'll couldn't hurt to try. Join the weeding revolution. In Seattle. Ugh. Where in Seattle? How far am I driving every day? Doesn't really say, but I could look that up later. It's not important. I could, right now at this point, probably doesn't matter. If they give me a job, I'd probably just do the drive. Not like I have a bunch of other options pouring in. But I'll take a look. Yeah. It looks interesting. I might, if nothing else. It'd be kind of cool to see what that's all about. Oh, they do? Well, that's good. Because it doesn't have to be remote every day. It'd just be nice if I didn't have to drive down there 5 days a week. You know, I could be good with 2 to 3 days in office. Besides, I get up so early, I could probably get there before traffic got bad. It would suck coming home, but you can't do anything about that. You know, we live in Seattle. After 8 o'clock, it's traffic all day. So that's just what you got to deal with. And it's probably more like after 7 o'clock. People find seats on the bus for people that do good stuff. The bus? What's that? What's a bus? I used to ride the bus a ton when I was, well, a teenager. It's like right now, teenagers, they want rides everywhere. But I used to ride the bus all the time. Me and Clark, we used to go bowling. We bowled on a league, and we used to take the bus to go to our league that we used to bowl on. I wonder if Clark even remembers that. We used to get on the bus and go to our league at Totem Bowl. Then we'd take the bus home. I know. I used to ride the bus in all kinds of places. But then I got addicted to the car, and now I don't think I've ridden a bus in years now. All right, so let's go see what happens if I open this up in a in private session. Because this will tell me if it's a caching issue, like there's some weird thing going on with the cache. Nope. It's just stopped working. Huh. All right, let's take out the Z stuff. Maybe it doesn't like this. I don't know. Let's take them both out. Just to see if it'll stop trying to put stuff on top. Mercer. I don't remember where Mercer is. I haven't been down to Seattle in a while. Regardless, it's downtown Seattle. Is that north or south of Denny? Because I can think of where Denny Way is. I can't remember where Mercer is. I can visualize the location of Denny. I feel like it's north of Denny. Because I seem to remember that maybe the Mercer exit. Is that the first exit that you see when you're coming off of the 520 interchange? All right, well, whatever it is, I've lost my image. I can't get my image back. Doesn't matter what image either. I've been trying all of them. None of them want to return. Yeah, I don't know if it's the image mapper, something just broke. What if I just put this guy back? Let's just see if straight up can I view the image, or if it's just the image mapper that's not working. Aha. Yeah, so the image is back. It's the image mapper that's not working. Huh. All right, well, that's a clue. Okay, it is something to do with the image mapper. My current code will show the image, but it is the image mapper that is failing to show. Check network requests, open the browser development. Console errors. Check the console tab in the developer tool for any errors that might indicate the image mapper. Inspect element. Use the browser's developer tools to inspect the image mapper element. I guess I could. Let's go see. Nope. Nav menu. And we got the main. There's the image. It exists, but you can see it's not highlighting or anything on the screen. That image is definitely there. Can't map that piece of the image if it's not there. And there's my text. So it's not having trouble finding my text. It's not having trouble finding my other image, but it definitely doesn't know anything about this piece. This whole bit is like just not there. All right, let's, you know, Copilot is hit or miss. Let's go see somebody who's a little bit more of an expert. Let's go see the, let's go ask the professionals. Copilot is like the junior developer version of AI. It's like, I need to go see one of the senior developers. For some reason, the code, the image in image mapper component on this page is not showing, even though it was showing just a few moments ago. It's just black. I have inspected the image mapper, and there are no errors. It just does not appear to be loading the image. Sure the path was correct. Blah, blah, blah. Double check. You can, yeah. Dynamic import SSR. Since you're using Next Dynamic and SSR false, ensure that the image mapper component initializes correctly in client-side environment. Verify that React Image Mapper supports dynamic imports. If possible, include error boundaries or console logs. Style prop in your image mapper might cause rendering issues. Ensure the dimensions, width, and height match the actual dimensions of the image. The image mapper might be rendering before the image loads, causing it to fail to display. To prevent this, preload the image in the use effect hook. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Black images. If the image itself is fine, but the image mapper overlays are blocking it, check the component's rendering. Disable the prefill color in the map temporarily to confirm it isn't obscuring the image. Use React DevTools to inspect whether image mapper receives the correct source and map props. Actually, a lot of this stuff I've kind of already done, but I haven't tried to not show the areas. This looks like it might be a good option. I think this one has the most interesting possibility. All right, this one I'm going to try. Maybe just preloading it somehow. Still feel like it's really a weird thing because it was working. I mean, I literally had this up and it was fine, and then all of a sudden it just stopped showing up. So I feel like it's not even a code issue, but there could be some kind of something going on. there's some kind of something happening to me here. Man, I wanted to get this fixed before. Man, I've spent all my time just trying to load my image back up. That's crazy. All right, so let's take this out just for now. I had this part in there too, but I don't know. Let's just see what happens if I comment that out and then hit Control S. Oops, that's totally not going to work. All right. Wait. It's doing something. Yeah, it's having a cow. All right, we'll stop it. Error 57. Oh. Oh. I over deleted. Wait, no, I didn't. What's the problem here? Guess it doesn't like the comments. not a fan of having to delete code to test out not having it, because I don't really want to get rid of it, but just want to see where and what triggers is causing this to stop showing up. Or at least the build. I don't want to go DoorDash, but I know, gotta do it. All right, so I'm gonna call it for now till my afternoon session. I got some things I got to get done, but I got to DoorDash for a while and then try to knock out some other issues. And then I'll be back probably for some more time this evening. All right.